Hello. Hey, babe. Welcome. I see some people from the web are joining in. Welcome, welcome. Thanks so much for joining me on the web. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys that are faithful to respond to the tweets that you see. Hello, Dragador 1973. Thank you so much for joining. Hi, if this is your first time joining me and those on the replay, I am Lakeisha Riddick. Hi, Faith Fuel Mom. How are you? Thanks for joining. I'm Lakeisha Riddick. I am a blogger and an online talk radio show host of Share My World Show. You can find my radio show on Blog Talk Radio. And you can find me on all social media on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I have a YouTube channel under Share My World Show. And I am just documenting and chronicling my faith weight loss journey. Blessed. Yes, indeed, Faith Fuel Mom. So this faith weight loss journey for me is not just about the pounds. The pounds are going to be lost as a byproduct of the other weights that have been holding me down. For me in particular, they have been fear, lack of faith, lack of discipline, and rejection, those types of things, low self-esteem. So I'm believing God for this transformation and that the weight is going to be, lost because of it. So tonight I wanted to talk to you guys about radical transformation requires radical faith. And when you think about transformation, you think about something being totally changed, totally being renewed. So when I thought about it for myself today is, yes. So today is Motivational Monday. Happy Motivational Monday. I hope you guys had some encouragement today, that you were motivated to do something today for your journey. Thanks for the hearts for your purpose. So to me, for me today, as I was thinking about Motivational Monday, I thought about, well, how could I encourage myself as I'm encouraging others? That's the reason why I do the scopes. That's the reason why I do my blog. Hi, the Dr. Stiletto. Thank you so much for joining. I do the scopes. I do the blogs. I do the radio show that I do, all to encourage myself, but also to encourage others. So today, when I thought about radical transformation and radical faith, I thought, we think sometimes that life is easy, right? The song that I had, when I woke up today was, nobody's told me, the road would be easy. That's an old, classic song there if you're in the church, but I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me. So how does that apply to my journey? This weight loss journey is not easy. It's not easy for anybody that's losing weights. Like I said, fear, rejection, lack of faith, low self-esteem. It's all about a not easy road. But sometimes, thank you so much, Dr. Stiletto, for inviting followers. But sometimes we get caught up in wanting it to be easy, right? But it's not going to be easy because you know why? Nothing worth having comes easy. That's just how it is. So you have to change your mindset to realize that the changes that you're going to undergo, the changes that you're going to face, the circumstances that you're going to face, they're going to challenge you to change, to be better, to be wiser, to be stronger. So for me, on this journey that I restarted back in April of 2015, I'm thinking the closer I get to, losing these weights and the closer I get to becoming more like who God's created me to be, that thanks for the hearts, that it's going to be easier. Hey, JF Register, thanks for joining. I'm Lakeisha Riddick, the host of Share My World Show, and I'm just talking about my faith weight loss journey. So thanks so much for joining. And I just really thought about that it's not getting easier. I have to laugh at myself because you would think, it's hi, Ron J. Smith. Thanks so much for joining. That, a day 118 and it's not getting easier. But I'm not getting as discouraged as I would have been, right? So as you can see, I am changing. I have been changed. My mindset has been changed. The way that I respond to things have changed. Thanks so much for the hearts. So thanks so much for joining, Ron J. Smith. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. And I had to realize that the things that I've been going through the things that I will encounter are all because God wants to help me to become stronger, better, and wiser. I'm doing great. I actually had a great day today. A very sobering day in terms of my process, but just it was a great day. I was able to encourage myself today, so hopefully I'm able to encourage you guys out there that are connected, because again, as I thanked everybody earlier on my previous scope for following me, I don't take it for granted that you tuned in. I'm grateful that you took some time out of your day to come and follow me, and I'm praying that you hear some words of inspiration and encouragement. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ron J. Smith, to encourage you on your journey, whatever it may be, even if it's not in particular on weight loss, but whatever weights have been holding you down. So for me today, about being motivated, I just thought about this transformation process, and it requires radical faith. Okay, so for me, restarting my journey, okay, I'll give you a little background. Around 8 years ago, I had lost around 90 pounds, okay? And my highest weight previous to that point had been like almost 294. I'm 5 feet 4 inches. So that is very unhealthy. That's like another person actually being, hello, E.R. Spalding. Thanks so much for joining. That's like another person being on my frame. So I lost the weight, but then I allowed, things life to happen, rejection, fear, lack of discipline, all those things. And I gained the weight back. So here I am, April 20th, 2015, 280 pounds. I told you my highest weight was 294. I'm back to 280. I had a daughter, and even when I was pregnant, I wasn't... Can you believe that? Even when I was pregnant, my daughter will be 5 in November, I was not as heavy as I was. But that's what happens when you allow life to, derail you. Thank you. Thank you so much, JF Register, for the encouraging words. So I was able to, excuse me, somebody was calling me. I'm sorry about that. I was able to be open to hearing from God, because the fear had set in so bad where I didn't want to try again. I mean, who wants to try again and fail? I mean, that's not the type of person that I am, but I was afraid to try again. But I'm grateful that God opened the door for me to be able to move and obey, just to stop making excuses, to stop rationalizing. So from April 20th up until this point, I have been changing radically. Now, again, you guys are following me on my process, and I hope that you stay connected. I really do. I really hope you stay following me in this process, because you can, just, as I said before, continue to say, I knew Lakeisha when I saw her transform, not just from the outside, but really from the inside out. That's what I'm hoping that you take away from my scopes and my blogs and my radio show, that the transformation that God wants to have for us is not just the outside, because, we wear masks often, and people can look at us and think, oh, she has it together. They have it together. But I want that lasting change that comes from the inside out. So again, today, when I was thinking about Motivational Monday, about the radical transformation for me, again, is God changing everything about me, about the weights that have been holding me back. But the radical transformation is going to be growing pains. I'm going to thank you so much, Faith Fuel Mom, for inviting people. And the growing pains are painful, okay? This is what God has called me to do, JF Register. So I'm trying to, be obedient, and at the same time, hopefully connect with some people and for them to be inspired on their journey. So as God has continued to change me, there have been pains, like talk about growing pains. Change is going to be painful, and to a person that has been so staunch, and I mean, I guess I could say I was stubborn as well. Stubborn, a total different mindset. I mean, my mindset has to change, my habits have to change, and God is doing it. He is changing me. Thanks so much for the hearts. But these things are painful. They're not an easy thing to do, because think about it. If it was easy, I mean, wouldn't everybody do it? Nobody would have any weight issues. Because for most of us, we have to admit the weight issues isn't. Thanks, Ron J. Smith, for joining back again. The weight issues are not just about the food and the exercise. It's about our thought process towards those things, and then other things that have caused us to, use food or lack of exercise to kind of dull the pain. I would say for me, just like a person who is using alcohol to numb the pain, some of us use food to do that, that's how we respond emotionally. Thanks for the hearts. So again, I just wanted to encourage you to know that your radical transformation is not just going to be something that's easy. Okay, it's not going to be easy, but there's purpose in it. Okay, I say there's purpose in the process and there's wisdom in the wait. Don't shortcut your process. Okay, yes, the journey seems easy until you take the first step. Yes, but here's the thing. I don't want to discourage you. I don't want to discourage you not to take the first step, because here's the thing. God knows that we're going to come out on the other side made like in pure gold, right? That's what he talks about, that we're going to be more like him. But in order to be more like him, back to the image that he created us to be, the old things that are not like him have to be burnt off, right? And that's the thing. I mean, for me, April 20th, that was my day that I woke up and I just, okay, I can't make any more excuses for not working out, for not doing anything. I had to actually do my 40 days. That was what God told me to do. 40 days, my little wilderness experience to change my mind. And he is still changing my mind. This is not an overnight process. So don't get discouraged. I mean, please don't get discouraged in not taking the first step. Do it, but know that there's purpose in the process. Whatever God is doing for you, like he's doing for me, he's going to do it. But he has to, he needs your cooperation. He needs your work to be able to keep moving forward. Okay, so when I'm talking about the radical transformation, guess what? You also need radical faith. I mean, I am losing the weight. I am. I mean, I've gotten on the scale. I could tell my clothes and everything. Purpose in the process. Yes, indeed. Wisdom in the wait. But guess what? I still have a long way to go. Okay? I told you, 280 pounds. And I'm 5'4". I have a goal. I'm not going to share that with you just yet, but you just go and do some research on that. I mean, my body mass index, I mean, I'm probably almost 50% with the body fat index. I mean, it's not good in that regard, but that can be so discouraging when I'm thinking, wow, you lose 5 pounds, but wow, I have so much more to go. But here's the thing. When I come on the other side, that's the radical transformation, right? But the radical faith is that I know that God has called me to do this and that I will come out on the other side, like pure gold and in the image that he created. Yes, a few pounds add up to many. And yes, indeed. Over the years, I mean, we often say, right? Yeah. Okay, JF Register says, I thought I could walk in my artificial leg like the one I lost. First step is not good. You're right, JF Register. But I'm sure you're glad you did take that first step so that you can keep on walking. So for me, I was able to take it, keep on walking, and keep on moving forward. But at the same time, I have to renew my mind daily. CC Inspire Me. Thank you so much for joining. I'm Lakeisha Riddick. I hope you go back and check out the replay to get it from the beginning about me sharing about my faith weight loss journey, about radical faith and radical transformation. But here's the thing. The radical faith that I need to believe that the same God that is encouraging me and put me on this journey is the same one that's going to see me all the way through. He didn't bring me this far to leave me, like I said with that song, right? So for you guys, it's the same thing. Whatever purpose that God has called you to, he is going to help you and see you through. He's going to guide you. Now, you have to be obedient. You have to be open to hearing what he has to say. That means you have to have a relationship with him. But he is going to see you through. He's not going to just take you out there and let you, hang dry. He's going to guide you step by step. He says he'll be a lamp unto your feet, a light unto your path. So I hope, you kind of take some of that away tonight to know that radical faith is going to manifest into the dreams and goals that you have for your life so that his purpose can be fulfilled in your life on this earth. It's not just, the afterlife, it's now. And then guess what? Afterwards, After you're fulfilling what he's called you to do, the work is not over. Again, the transformation process, you're going to continue going forward to help somebody else out. That's what I hope I'm doing for you guys, helping you along the way. No, I have not reached the goal that I have for myself yet, but as long as you stay connected to me, follow me as I follow Christ, you can see exactly what I'm going through. I'm going to share with you, today wasn't a good day. Today was not, was great or whatever. Following my blog. I blog daily. You can check that out. Share My World Show. And again, my Facebook page has direct links, or you could just Google it. And you'll be able to see that God wants to radically change us. He wants to radically transform us. He doesn't want us to stay in that old mindset, those old habits. And know that there's nothing too hard for God. There's nothing with God, all things are possible. So believe whatever he's told you to do, walk in it. Don't look at the circumstances. I mean, for me, that's right, nothing. If I were to have allowed myself to look at 280 pounds and how in the world am I going to lose this weight and let that stop me, I wouldn't be here 118 days later. Losing, yes, pounds, but also being totally transformed from the inside out as God is still processing me. Me talking to you guys, I tell you, I would be behind the camera. My husband can attest to that. He's on, right, babe? I would be behind the camera. I would be the one always taking the pictures, but never in the pictures because I didn't like how I looked. I had gained so much weight. I didn't like how I looked. But for me to be smiling and connecting with you guys, making myself, see, he said yes, making myself vulnerable to you guys who I don't even know, but because God has told me to do it, that is a transformation in and of itself. So I'm grateful for, again, what he's doing for me. And I hope that you allow God to do the same for you. Just believe in him. Again, nothing is too hard for him. And I want you also to do something else. Okay, for me, I guess I'm just a little teacher in me. I homeschool my kids, right? Look at the transformation process of the butterfly. I want you to go look it up, okay? Yes, the children learn about it, but there are different stages to the butterfly actually being transformed from the egg all the way to the adult, right? But here's something that I just kind of learned a new way, right? Each stage of the transformation process of the butterfly has a purpose. You cannot go from egg all the way to the adult butterfly. You have to go to the second stage, which is the caterpillar. You have to go from the caterpillar to the chrysalis, and then from the chrysalis to the adult. You cannot shortcut the process. You can't say, you know what? And then even an external force can't come in and say, I'm going to cut that chrysalis open and let that butterfly come out. No, the butterfly died. The butterfly has to come out on its own. And do you realize even when the butterfly comes out, the butterfly still has to adjust to its new environment and then be able to fly, has to master flying on its own. It's a miraculous thing and a wondrous thing about how God has created that. When I look at that as our process, or similar to our process and our journey on earth in terms of our change, it's the same thing. Everything we go through has a purpose. Everything we go through is necessary. Don't shortcut it. Don't sit back and say, you know what, I don't need to do that or whatever. Again, allow God to transform you. Allow your radical faith to aid in just be able to help you to continue your radical transformation. And I do have another song for you. This song kind of messed me up today. I love social media in the sense that, you get to connect with all different types of people. And you see people and people post different things and so on and so forth. Well, I got a link from a friend of mine who created a website. And you can go to their website to see it yourself. And the website is GodArtSociety.com. And on there's a link for Beautiful Things. And there is the song Beautiful Things. I hadn't heard it before, but it's originally done by Gungor, Gungor. And my friend Sequoia Birch did a cover. And there is a dance that's accompanied with the song. So again, go to God Art Society, that's God, Art, A-R-T, Society, SOCIETY.com. And I want you to watch it. But I'm going to play some of the song tonight for you. It's 6 minutes, so hold on for me, because you're really going to be blessed by the song, because it's showing again that God can take anything and make beautiful things. So just listen and just think about your life, that if whatever you're going through, it may seem hard. Again, for me, I'm telling you, 280 pounds, having to transform into the creature and the image that God wants for me. So just listen and be blessed. And again, it's like around 6 minutes. And then please go to the website and you can subscribe to get updates as well.
I wonder if I'll ever find my way. I wonder if my life could really change at all. And all this earth, could all that was lost ever be found? Could a garden come up from this ground at all? You make beautiful things. You make beautiful things out of dust. You make beautiful things. You make beautiful things out of us. All around, hope is springing up from this soul ground. Out of chaos, life is being found in you. You make beautiful things. You make beautiful things out of dust. You make beautiful things. You make beautiful things out of us. Oh, you make beautiful things. You make beautiful things out of dust. You make beautiful things. You make beautiful things out of us. You make me new. You are making me new. You make me new. You are making me new. You make me new. You are making
Sorry, but that just sorry, that just, messed me up today. When I'm like, here I am talking about radical transformation, and here I get a song that You Make Me New. Because that's what he wants to do for us. He wants to make us new. We don't have to stay with the old. We don't have to stay with the weights that have been holding us down. So, again, be encouraged. Go to that website, godartsociety.com. Listen to the song. Watch the dance accompany with it. And be encouraged on your journey. Thank you so much. Yes, be free. Be free. And thank you so much for sharing my world. Now go and share your world with others. Be blessed.